can't do it.
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Ask Mathis. I'm your host, Reggie Mathis, and rocking with me is my brother Wild Man Teddy T, a.k.a. Baron Theo Mound-builder.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Oh, man, it's going awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, awesome for some, unawesome for others.
Oh, yeah.
So, man, you know, the former president, bro, y'all already know, he battling on multiple fronts. So he's in trial right now, you know, basically saying, you know, he's a black man because he's in trial.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's like, man, they're treating me like a black man. They're treating me like a black man. I'm in trial. And he's in trial over, you know, paying somebody to, you know, go away.
Mm-hmm.
Stormy Daniels, $130,000. They calling it the hush money trial. Gave her 130 racks after she signed a non-disclosure agreement, which she got countersued on that, lost that, but, you know, once it's out in the public domain, it's out there. So for the last 4 days, David Pecker of the National Enquirer, former publisher, you know, has been on the stand, you know, just talking about all the various folks that he's done catch and kill. And if you remember, Teddy, what catch and kill is, you know, catch and kill is basically, you know, my man is out there paying for stories for his tabloid. You know, if I find out, I'll be your eyes and ears.
Mm-hmm.
If I find out that somebody's about to publish something negative against you, you know, I go ahead and I buy that story from them, and then I won't ever publish it. So that's where you get the kill. So catch is to find out, you know, who about to, you know, come down on you, and then the second one is, you know, the kill. It never comes out. It never sees the light of day. And so the defense, you know, who's been cross-examining, you know, been waiting on to see what their theory or their strategy would be. So their strategy is basically like there's nothing criminal here because, you know, and they said we've done this hundreds of thousands of times, you know, paying for sources and doing that. You know, that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump wasn't the only one. It's like, no, it's kind of common in the world of celebrity. They were doing it for Arnold Schwarzenegger. They were doing that. And the defense is also trying to show, because remember the prosecution is trying to basically say that there was a conspiracy between the Enquirer, Pecker, and Trump that, you know, he would help him influence the election by basically publishing positive stories on him, keeping negative stories out, and then publishing dirt on others. So they talking about Ben Carson, you know, so they went all the way back to the primary. So in the primary, they talking about publishing stories on Ben Carson, you know, the black neurosurgeon who was ended up being Secretary of HUD, even though this man, like, only stayed at a Holiday Inn, you know, Express last night. I grew up in public housing. Oh, there you go.
Send him right there.
You overheard, buddy.
Familiar.
You overheard, like F being the Surgeon General or something like that with your medical degree. We put you in HUD because you stayed. You did you say you grew up poor? Okay, HUD it is for you, for the Negro, right? Well, they ended up publishing publishing stories when, you know, remember Ben Carson was leading the primary at one point. You know, and so talking about he was a so-so doctor, that he left a sponge in somebody's brain when he was doing that. And it was also the Enquirer who published a story on Ted Cruz's dad.
Wow.
Talking about Ted Cruz's dad was involved in the JFK assassination. You know, all those stories that they ran, and then countless stories on Hillary Clinton. So So there's a lot the prosecution needs to do in order to connect this non-crime event. Is salacious, it might be sleazy, might be a lot of things, but hasn't risen to the level of criminal.
Right.
So where the crime allegedly occurred is how the cover-up. With Clinton, it wasn't about whether or not he hit Monica Lewinsky. It was about lying. Being called into court to do one thing and you there to do that, and then bam. It's just like we were talking about Sheriff Tony, BSO Sheriff Tony. They going at him from 2002, talking about filling out his application for his driver's license, that the man was saying his license was never suspended, and it was like his license was suspended in 1998, was reinstated in 2001, and from 2002 to 2019, every time he had to, put down whether or not his license had ever been suspended or revoked, he said no. So the FDLE, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, is recommending that he be suspended for 6 months, while all that's going on. So they got to try to connect the cover-up. It's always the cover-up. It was when Clinton got called into the deposition and lied. It was like straight up lied. So this is what they trying to get Trump on, basically saying that, that $150,000 that they paid to Stormy Daniels, they're trying to say that it was a campaign contribution that wasn't reported. There's a lot of stretching. Like, this is the weakest case this is the weakest case against Trump. Right? Trump got the opportunity to moonwalk up out that courtroom in New York, bro. You know he gonna do it.
Oh, yeah.
Because you only need one. It might be a hung jury. I think the worst thing that can happen to Trump in this case is a hung jury. Just because, if people want to be looking at it like, okay, what happened? He paid $130,000 because he didn't want his wife to find out. Because they've been talking about Karen McDougal. Karen McDougal was 1998 Playmate of the Year that he was rocking with for over a year and a half. And she was in love. And, what happens when a lady's in love and see that you're not going to leave your wife, all them lies you was saying, now she mad.
Yep.
Now she mad. Now she trying to go and put her story out there. And so they paid her, to do it. And so that's when your man Pecker got mad because Trump ain't pay him back. So he's, so that's 130 big ones.
Right. That's
And he was like, man, what? who was that? What you say? I owe what? For what? So, but there you go. That's what happens when you got rich friends and, influential places, they trade. It's just like our favorite movie, Trading Places. What was the big bet? $1.
I heard that allegedly there was an actual documentary or something that Stormy was putting together, and that it was $120,000 that was supposedly paid for her not to put it out. That's something.
I mean, that's what this case is about. The $130,000 that she was paid, to stay quiet.
Right.
So what she ended up doing with that, is what she did with it. She was a porn star.
Yeah.
So being a porn star, she probably was thinking, this is, if I put this money into this, it's going to help me.
She could even have a sex tape with Donald Trump.
Bruh. I mean, it's lots of ways she can get paid. But she signed that
Oh, so now she can't.
Yeah, because they already
do
sued
nothing.
her, bro. I think they sued her for like a crazy amount. That's why she probably don't have anything coming out about, boy, unless she find out all the people OJ used You know, so he could keep from paying all the way till he died. He's like, I don't care what y'all do now, I'm gone. Like y'all can do whatever, man. So, man, that's what it is. Ask Mathis 786-801-0031. Holla at y'all in Orlando, you know, in Tampa, man. We've been talking about y'all, you know, this crazy case that gets crazier and crazier. You know, with the lady from Florida City, the beautician, gets carjacked, and she's tied in with Seminole County. She's tied in with, you know, the deputies. But we think it's that dope. We think it's the dope because you got a dude charged with trafficking. And, you know, it seems like that has something to do with it. You know, because they're looking at her and, you know, she's the type that you choose. Like, if anybody know anything about drug runners, know anything about mules and whatnot, you know, you're not going to choose the person that got tats all in their face. You know what I'm saying? Or F the police t-shirt. That's not the one you going to send with all your work.
At all.
You know what I mean? Like, you going to send the grandma. You going to send the one, you know.
For the big load, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you send one of them, it's to get caught.
That's it.
It's to get caught. It's to get caught.
Set up.
Diversion.
Right.
Right. Exactly, man. So that story right there, man, is that's a movie in the making right there. That's definitely a movie in the making. So, bruh, is the Atlanta Falcons gonna be there, bruh? Are they gonna be there after paying Cousins all his bread, $185 million, and then they just drafted their first draft pick was the quarterback? Like, what's that all about?
Leverage.
Leverage for who? Who they gonna
to get
trade
another
Cousins?
trade. No, they'll
Or they
trade.
gonna just sit there and let dude work under Cousins because they like Cousins got, you know, a good year or two. He can teach this guy.
That's what they was talking about this morning. That would.
So
be
some
the
people
logical
thought it was a
thing.
good pick. Okay, because the internet did not. The internet,
I mean, it's a future move.
bruh, you don't usually do the future move with the first pick. You usually do the future rule, you know, picks 4th round, 5th round, 6th round, 7th round for the future.
At
You
the
know.
rate of last year, I would say 60% of the quarterbacks got hurt, and they were out for the season. So right now, you need a strong backup quarterback. Like, you know, now from what's his name from Patriots is now Trevor Lawrence's backup. Mac, what's his name? Mac. You know,
Wilson.
No, from
Yeah, I know
he
you
played
talking
for
about.
Patriots. Mac. Willie,
Played
help me out.
who played for Alabama.
Patriots
Played for
quarterback last year.
Alabama.
Mac.
He was the Alabama
Yeah,
quarterback.
Yeah.
I thought it was Mac Wilson, but
None. So now he's is a backup quarterback for Jacksonville. You know, so I think that's after last year.
again, bruh, I hear the theory on that, and on paper it's cool, but the NFL stands for not for long. And so you're going to come up in there and take, you know, somebody in the first round that's not going to play. That's, you know, we shall see, Teddy. You know, I got no problem coming back saying, Teddy, you was right. You was right. You know. But this dude right here, this brother right here, man, he comes in and is accused of killing this transgender woman. And I think the worst place, I mean, it's bad to kill anybody. And it's certainly bad to kill or be, you know, accused of killing a transgender person. But to kill a transgender person in Miami
Oh man, wrong.
is
spot.
probably,
The home of RuPaul, the home of these.
bruh, that's probably the worst That's probably the worst place you want to be accused of doing that, bro, on the beach, on Miami Beach, bro. So, we'll see, man. The only thing that I can think of, and I've seen it firsthand, is when the brother's dancing with somebody that they think is a female, and you find out that it's a dude. Like, there's a lot of anger and aggression that comes with that at that moment, bro.
Yeah.
I seen it. Like, I saw it, bro.
10 times worse if you caught on tape.
Ooh.
Liking it, right? Knowing. You know what I mean? Like, knowing it you on tape, and then it's that awkward moment where it's like, what's that? And they look at you like, ooh. And you just like, well, since I'm here.
Some people just went ahead and just said you got me.
Since I'm here. Since I'm here, I might, Dwight Howard, bruh. Shout out to
He's like, fuck it.
shout out to
I might as well be free now.
shout out to my man. Shout out to Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard's like, man, y'all get out my bedroom, bro. Man, bro, you 6'10"? Ooh.
That's the ones that be.
Man, bro. That's, I guess, thinking about Friday After Next, with Damien and Cat Williams in the bathroom. In the back, I said, Lucky Charms. Raymond, I am a boy. Time for the Nutcracker. Man, are we having sympathy for my man Rudy Giuliani, America's mayor? Are we having sympathy, Teddy T?
Like I said, at his age, he might as well just go ahead and start singing a song. Let everybody
I think
know.
at his age, man, I think he's gonna go down in his mind as a patriot, cause he did it all for the Nicky. He did it all for the Nicky. He's going down as a patriot. Cause what else, man? The only thing he could, cause if he tell, who's gonna be with him if he tell? Everybody's gone. Cause when he was over with in Trump Town, everybody that thought he was reasonable, had some sense or whatever, they gave up on him a long time ago. So I think he too far gone. His legacy, the man in his 80s, bruh. I think he's too far gone. He got to go all the way. He got to be the martyr. He got to, go to prison and be in there like a mob boss, making, pasta in prison.
Minimum security.
Yeah, making pasta and the salt. You got to get, remember that time, man, it's like, got to cut it like paper thin when you're cutting the garlic and all that, man.
Still consulting some.
But he done put so many
dignitaries.
mob people in prison. Prison won't be a good
That's
place.
not a
It won't be a
it
good
had to
spot
be
for
a
him.
Minimum security when ain't too many people.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a good spot for him. So I've been telling you guys about these arguments that's been going on. So here's a argument right now that the president's attorney, former president's attorney, argued in front of the Supreme Court on yesterday. And here is Justice Sonia Sotomayor basically putting out some scenarios, say, okay, this what y'all saying y'all want to do? All right. She's like, understand the consequences now.
Decides that his rival is a corrupt person and he orders the military or orders someone to assassinate him, is that within his official acts that for which he can get immunity?
It would depend on the hypothetical, but we can see that could well be an official act.
He could, and why? Because he's doing it for personal reasons. He's not doing it like President Obama is alleged to have done it, to protect the country from a terrorist. He's doing it for personal gain. And isn't that the nature of the allegations here? that he's not doing
Well, he's gone. Let's say this president who ordered the military to stage a coup. He's no longer president. He wasn't impeached. He couldn't be impeached. But he ordered the military to stage a coup, and you're saying that's an official act.
I think it would depend.
That's immune.
I think it would depend on the circumstances whether it was an official act. If it were an official act, again, he would have to be impeached.
Well, what does that mean, depend on the circumstances? He was the president. He is the commander-in-chief. He talks to his generals all the time, and he told the generals, I don't feel like leaving office. I want to stage a coup. Is that immune?
If it's an official act, there needs to be impeachment and conviction beforehand because the framers viewed that kind of...
Yeah, man. So it's just, they got into some real, scenarios, man, when you're talking about it. Because I look at it this way, bro. And this is how I went through law school. I was like, the more I learned about the system and what was going on, the more I learned about the system and what was going on, the more I said, wow, this is what it is. And I was just praying that they would not move the goalposts. Don't move the goalposts. Because if you keep the game this way, I'll be all right. I'm going to be good. Just don't move the goalposts. So the way I see this case, how it's going to come down, let's say it comes down in favor of Trump and they find immunity if you deem it to be an official act. Well, this decision is going to come down before the election. They're not going to be able to probably try him, but the Supreme Court's ruling is going to come down at the latest probably in June. So your boy Sleepy Joe has between June and January to do certain things. If the Supreme Court says, I got absolute immunity, I don't think anybody thinking of that. They like, oh man, Sleepy Joe not going to do that. Well, you running around giving press conferences every day saying that Sleepy Joe got all these cases on you, put on you. So if he's straight up against you, now that he has the authority to do so, why wouldn't he just take you out?
Makes sense.
Bring on our guest, sir. Okay. So, I mean, when you talk about what's good for the goose is good for the gander, just understand, bruh. Just understand. You know, the thing about the court, they can't make it just about you. Mm-hmm. It has to apply for everybody. It's precedent. So people for generations are going to be using that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
Mac Jones.
Yes, Mac Jones. That's that brother's name. We got
Demo Jr., thank you.
We got the breaking news reporter live with us right now on Ask Mathis. Are you there, my brother? Can we see you? Can we hear you? Hello?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Yes.
Welcome.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here.
Can you turn your camera on?
Can you
Hit the camera button where it says camera, where it shows the camera. There you go. There you go. He's in the flesh, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Let me give it to him.
So what's happening?
Oh, man, welcome to Ask Mathis, man. Big fan. You know, I started seeing your work maybe about 6 months ago, and we love it, man. We love to see you in, you know, areas, even though we're down here in Dade, we're from Broward, and we love to see, you know, reporters on Ugly Corner, you know, on you know, just all the places that we're very familiar with from Pompano and all the places Teddy's familiar with from Fort Lauderdale, Lauderhill, and Lauderdale Lakes, man. So you go into places that traditional news folks don't go in unless it's a real big catastrophe. But it seems like you're going, covering the news that people want to see. What made you interested in journalism and this type of journalism?
Well, it's just nothing really, serious. It's just that I saw a pawn shop got robbed in 2009 in Larder Lakes, and I was like, I saw the news people. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I should give it a try. And here I am, So it's nothing really.
I mean, it's funny. Like to you, it's not that big, but to watch you and what you put into it, you know what I mean? It's definitely something that the community needs. And, just the stories that you put up this week about like the girl at Ely with the grad night outfit, you know what I mean? Like you got you got some real great stories. And I also work with you at North Lauderdale Elementary with Doing Good in the Hood. That's where I first saw you at. When you came in, I'm always a DJ over there, and you came in and did the stories over there.
DJ. Okay. I knew you looked familiar.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, definitely. So, how do you react to the stories? Like, are you, in tune with the people? Do you have a scanner? Like, how do you get out there to a lot of these stories?
Sure. A lot of times it's the good fans. They're like, hey, man, check it out. I see cops. Can you please find out what they're doing in my neighborhood? Why the crime scene tape? I think someone got killed. Check it out. And I'm like, sure, absolutely. I'll do my best to get over there,
That's good. Because, I mean, for that to be, that's even incredible. Just people that's actually chiming into you to be there. That's even more incredible to see that happen like that. So where do you plan on taking this? Like, like I've seen your work being picked up by news. You know what I mean? So is this something that you're trying to do, is being an independent contractor for people as far as news that's coming out in areas?
No, I mean, this can always fail. So my plan B is to go back to automotive, because eventually it can always fail. People can stop watching. So my plan B is to go back to automotive. In case this does fail, because this remember, it's news. It's nothing popular. It's nothing like exciting to watch unless it's a really viral story, So,
but you're getting a lot
I'm just careful.
You're getting a lot of views and you're getting a lot of traction from these. You know what I mean? So I think, would you, if somebody approached you to be in a movie, would you shoot it? Would you do a movie scene?
I would, but I'm not a comedian. I mean, I'm not an actor. I wish I was.
But all you got to do is just be yourself. Like, whenever you're out and you are reporting, that's something that is, can be on TV. I would even like to even make a story about you doing that. You know what I mean? About how you go out. Because, from your cameraman, how you show up, just the element of you being able to be there. Because, all of your stories are, in Broward, Palm Beach, in the communities, and they're stories that need to be told, and you actually do good reporting.
I try, but not everybody likes it, and it doesn't always get big numbers, which is very heartbreaking. The worst thing is when you drive so far, you risk. People drive terrible, so it's you got to be careful. You get to a story, you upload it, you edit it, and then nobody watches it. So that's another reason why I want to get, I'm just like, damn, it's not worth it,
Right.
What? So you sound a little down, sir. You got new fans, big fans. We're exposing you now to Orlando and Tampa. Well, this is broadcast Sunday at 11 on Video Mix, and we're just thinking you bubbling, but you're saying like, man, I'm on the downside of this, bro. What's up?
Yeah, because sometimes the Palm Beach stories, sometimes Miami, sometimes you expect a video to blow up, and it doesn't do anything. People don't care about it. Not a lot of people support this. You'll be surprised. Look. Most of the followers, they'll watch for a couple of seconds and then scroll.
Right.
They'll barely watch the whole video.
Right.
So this is not something that you can survive off.
No,
you have to have a second job.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do, but it's not working. It's not working. Nobody wants to go to that. Everybody just wants to go on Instagram, watch it real quick, and that's it.
Right.
It's very little support, People, what people want to watch? People want to watch thugs, rappers, celebrities doing stupid things. People want to watch girls shaking ass like Sexy Red. Nobody actually wants to watch a real hustler, a real, nobody cares. People just want to watch something funny and stupid. You'll be surprised. When I upload a funny video of me acting like a clown, that goes viral. But when I upload a real nice report on the community, like a community event, like Good in the Hood, nobody cares about that. Nobody shares it. Very little people.
The first time you caught my attention, I believe it was at a Sexy Red video shoot. Like, because there was a shooting.
Right.
Because there was a shooting. And you actually, I think, did BSO ask for some of your footage? Did anyone ask for some of your footage?
They just take it off my page. It's public. Anybody can take video off my page.
A lot of people take his. I've seen this footage a lot on news, and that's why I was like, "Well, damn, is he in cahoots?"
So as far as the whole motif, man, with the combat hat on and all those things like that, like, how did you come about that, as well as the diction and did you go to school?
Hair.
Did you go to journalism school, or did you watch The Anchorman or some other things that inspired you to put this persona together?
I tell you this, I'm a college dropout 2 times, So to be realistic with you, I'm a fool with a loose mouth. Tell it to everybody I meet. And why is that? Because I can't do college. Journalism school, that's 4 years. I'm not doing all that. That's a waste of time. Plus, you're just going to get a job in a news station, work behind the scenes. It'll take years for you to finally become a reporter. By that time, I'll be 30-something, old, dusty, worn out. Nobody wants to watch me. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it on the streets. I'm just going to hit the streets with the camera and see where it takes me. And it has been somewhat of a failure. So right now, I'm just trying to survive,
Wow.
There's no real money in this. Right. If I was a pretty girl,
right,
I would be everybody would be watching.
You'll get numbers.
But because I'm not this thug, I'm not this like street. You know what I mean? Like since I don't have this, what I'm saying is I'm not relatable. I'm cursed with this voice, meaning that anytime someone watches me, they think either I'm a fed. They think I'm some sort of just nobody relates,
Right.
So it's hard for people to connect with me.
The gift and the curse.
Yeah, well, I saw, I think a week or two ago, I come across one of your posts where it sounds like you were taking it into a different direction, that you were basically like, I got to monetize this, so you called me to come out, so that's what you're going to have to start doing, bro. You're going to have to start charging, or you're going to have to get you a OnlyFans, because OnlyFans is beyond just the, ass shaking now, as far as exclusive, content. So if you're on these scenes and there's something gruesome or whatever that you capture, you put that on your OnlyFans, or you put that on your exclusive content or your YouTube channel, and then on your IG, you just tease it. You just tease like to go to these other spots, just so that people are popular, and it'll make it go up, man, for the exclusive content. Because I know there's some things that we have in mind, for you. So Teddy will be in touch with you, about that. But where can they follow you, man? I want everybody to know you.
You can follow me on Instagram. Just type in the Breaking News Reporter, and you'll easily find me there.
Reporter.
The Breaking News Reporter, man. Anything else, Teddy?
No, man. I just want to give you your flowers, and we're here.
Keep going, bro.
Yeah,
keep going, bro. You're doing the service. It takes a minute, bro. So don't. You said you've been doing this for years, and I just been seeing you for about 6 months. So.
That's why we gave you this call, man, for more encouragement to keep going. You know what I'm saying? We're your supporters, and like I said, we got some things that we want to talk to you about. that can help you move forward. So thank you for being able to take the time.
No problem.
Thank you for taking the time with us, brother.
Anything
Absolutely.
you want to
I-
leave
I,
us
uh,
with, brother?
I try my best. Sorry I couldn't get to Hialeah, but I got to work on the story.
Hey, that's your passion, brother. That's why we glad. That's why we wanted to catch you at that moment, man. Like I said, we wanted to give you your flowers to say we respect and love what you do, and we want to share. You know what I mean? We're going to share more of your stories, and even when we do this show, we're going to even show a couple of your stories so people can see.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I mean, that means a lot.
We got the breaking news reporter, man. He on Ask Mathis, man.
Thank you,
Sunday, 11 a.m. video mix.
Yeah.
All right, my brother.
All right.
All right, take it easy.
Yep.
Yeah, Teddy T. Interesting, but
We probably saved them. We probably
it's one of those things, man, where a person's persona online, and when you bring them, like that's not really them, like which is cool,
Mhm.
you know,
it was
is
still
cool.
a good story to really get his back end of, because maybe people, that's the thing is people just see him but don't really understand him. You know what I mean? So right now he just gave us a good candid look of himself and why he's doing it and what he's doing.
Yeah, and he's like, bro, I'm done with this. I'm going back to I'm
But
going
he's
automotive. I started to ask him, bro, you going to the car dealership or you gonna be out there under the hood changing oils, like, you know, oil changes, man. But nah, bro, I really enjoy him, man. I want to put him on this play with the with this video, man, this visual for Ask Mathis, man, because the song has really gotten traction. So we want to put the record out. You know, we got B-Mo Jr. on here right now. He provided the information on Matt Jones, and
That's right.
he's excited. Gangster comedian, he with it. You know what I mean? So
Oh yeah, we put
we
them
gonna
three things
gonna
together.
put B-Mo, gangster comedian, and the breaking news reporter.
Oh, yeah,
Bro,
that's-
we
that's
gonna.
sick.
That's a nice combo.
We're trending after that.
I think anytime you go against the status quo, sometimes you got to put in a lot of work, man.
But he's by himself though, so that's the problem. You know, if he got a couple more people with him, you know, we come over there. You know, that's why I said I think today was a good day for us to give him this call and tell him this, because he'd be like, wow.
Yeah, because the thing about it is, I know my town, I know my area, I know
Right.
where I'm from,
Right.
and Buddy's showing up in the old school that he has, man. I don't know if you got any go to his IG and we can show some of his IG, the breaking news reporter, and see like how he roll up on you. Bruh, that was not easy for those folks to give you access.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now they know it, especially the kids, bro. They go running up to him and whatnot. So if people know, like, hey, man, breaking news reporter.
He wasn't. That's some footage that he got right there.
Yeah, he got an old school jump, man. But you know, cause it's what's the guy's name? The guy who Boris, Boris, the guy who's the comedian, kind of reminds me of that dude. You know, his Borat. The character Borat.
Yes.
You know, Borat. So you don't know when he's because he always
Right.
keeps a straight face, but he
Right.
ends up doing something like he'll keep a straight face, but it'll come out in a thong with a rose stuck up his butt,
Right.
coming out, and he's like, what is everyone looking at? Is it something funny? Like, dude, you gotta roll. Somebody to shove something, but
Like I would like to make a movie with him doing what he's doing, and I come along and help him, you know, put things together, like some real Anchorman, but from the hood type. You know what I mean?
no, and that's what it is, because it's like you serious, but you sound unserious, but you sound serious.
Right.
It's kind of like Seinfeld, you know, kind of like a lot of different of those things going on. What's this right here?
Stuff on his page.
Oh, okay, because that was my man. I was like, hey, I know him. Okay.
Yeah, I do different.
He got great graphics. Like he got real, you know. That's like, man, this guy is. And then this story here, he had this guy actually in a video a year before, right here. He's in the video, and then he ended up getting killed. You know what I mean? So it's like, big ups to my brother, the breaking news reporter.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. So, great job, Teddy. Bringing him on, man. I like, bringing up and comers, on and whatnot. Here's an interesting story right here. So this is the mayor of Atlanta, and he's talking about, Atlanta has moved to the 6th largest metropolitan area in the country, and they're expecting, I think, another 1.8 million by 2050. So
Atlanta's filling up fast. They come here because it's more affordable to live.
Than those other places, yeah. We are growing. Yes.
I just it was a report I just saw. We went from number 7 to number 6.
Yeah, we actually went from 8 to 6. We skipped
8,
7.
wow.
We went from the 8th largest city
To
metro area to 6th that fast, and now 1.8 million more people are slated to come to Atlanta between now and 2050.
So you think that'll make us in the top 5?
Yeah, to make us in the top 5 if
That's a
that
big
happens.
deal.
People are moving more towards the south.
Hey, so
It's a lot
ATL, man, and as y'all know, that the ATL is about to get hotter. We call it Hot Atlanta. It's about to get hotter. May 19th, Sunday, Mother's Day, the traditional day of graduation at Morehouse College,
What's
where
18?
the commencement speaker will be none other than Sleepy Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe Biden will address the brothers of Morehouse College, and just know that the brothers of Morehouse College are, getting ready. We are having town halls, and we are having, bruh, it's the only way that my alma mater could do it, bruh. They coming, man, because
Breaking it
it's
out.
just it's not simple, bruh. It's just not simple. They not gonna let Buddy just come there, but brothers are not gonna be disrespectful and like boycott and all other stuff, because the impact of a sitting president coming to your campus, bruh, is like, come on, bruh. For those of you saying like disinvite him, man, get out of here
Crazy. That's the
with
president.
that. Like, that don't do that, bruh. Don't do that. So, bruh, look at this thing right
Yeah,
here.
this
So
was
Trump
crazy.
thought it was gonna be pandemonium. He was like, no one's gonna stand for me to be in trial. Well, this what happened on jury selection. Look at Laura Coates. Sexy butt.
An active shooter is in the park outside the court. We have a man who he has set fire to himself. A man has emblazoned himself outside of the courthouse just now. Our cameras are turning right now. A man has now lit himself on fire outside of the courthouse in Manhattan, where we are waiting his history to be made. A full jury panel is gone. We are watching a man who is fully emblazoned in the front of the courthouse today. We are watching multiple fires breaking out around his body and person. We have seen an arm that has been visible, that has been engulfed in total flames. There is chaos that is happening. People are wondering right now if people are in danger. I'm looking across the courtyard. There is a man racing to his aid. There is coats coming off to try to put out the fire. We have members of security details. NYPD is rushing to the scene. They are trying to come now. Officers are on the scene. A fire extinguisher is right now present, being put on this man to try to put out. People are climbing over barricades to try to separate the public to put out the flame on this man. An active shooter is in.
That thing like
Man, bruh. I've been a big fan of Laura Coates, man, for a minute, since probably about 4 or 5 years ago when she first started coming. I was like, bro, I know CNN got to find a spot for her because she's too smart, bruh. She's so
Definitely
smart, former U.S. attorney, and, bruh, she takes a back seat to nobody. Like, when she up in there or whatever, I don't care what legal expert comes in and whatnot, bruh, she break them down, bruh. I give her mad respect. You know, they just gotta decide. You know, it's like she going away from the glamour. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like first they was trying to over glamorize her, you know, but it seems like she on a mission right now where I got a feeling, man, she gonna be having a little flower pot on her head in a second, bruh. And I'm like, come on, don't do that, Lord, cause don't do that.
You know how it goes.
That's what I mean, bruh.
That's just one of them things we gotta get used to.
Lord, listen. Intelligent is sexy. In some regards. Now,
all the time.
Not all the time.
Mathis, how you gonna like sexy red and like her? That's like.
Well, because
you gotta see what they have in common, sir. You got to see what they have in common, sir.
It's pink and brown.
Listen.
Pink and brown is what they both have in common.
You gotta watch CNN and watch Laura Coates and see if she don't put a little twinkle in your. You know what I mean?
I did like her. Like I could tell she was definitely like. I like how she was barking. Like I would like for her to bark at me like that. I'd be like,
right,
all right, yeah, right.
You know what I mean? You thick. You know what I'm saying?
You know you gonna want some. She need to get up and do what you got to do.
Right. You know she probably. You know what I mean? She probably can. You know what I mean? Get it to you good, and then have a pot of greens waiting for you and some lima beans.
Oh yeah.
Like what you do? What you do this for? And you know what I mean? And file a brief for you. You know, boy.
You can't beat that.
You can't beat that.
That's beautiful.
Beat that for my man. What? Lord, man, I got this crazy appeal. Let me look at it. Let me see it. I got this appeal I got to do. It's due Tuesday. Well, I have a little time before I have to be in makeup in New York. So, I give you something, bro, that's like excellent. I'm like, oh, baby, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Man, bro, look at these crazies in Memphis, Teddy. I need you to commentate this, bro. Like, what? Dude is in here spinning donuts, and in the middle of spinning donuts, then shots fired. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Explain it, man. I don't get it. What is it about Memphis? Glorilla, Moneybag Yo. Bruh, what are we seeing? They're gonna have to ban like backpacks in Memphis. Or they're gonna have to make it clear backpacks in certain places. Like this like a park, it's a no backpack park because where else are they putting the choppers? They put them in their coats.
No, backpack.
That's what I'm saying. They put them in the backpack. So I'm like, bro, they got to be a clear backpack or something, man. It's like you see somebody rolling out with a backpack. It's like, okay, let me go over here. That's nuts.
That's multiple clips.
And it just happened down south at a party down south in Miami.
That's what I was asking you about. That I thought you were at when you were saying you was at another spot, man.
Yeah, that's what happened. I saw that when the guy, they was like the dude. He was like, they still shooting. He was hiding behind the car, and they was just still letting off shots.
So you like, all right? Yeah, all the people, man. Man, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you ever just without naming names, Teddy? Without naming names, have you ever been with somebody that just aired it out randomly? And cause I just want to know why they do that or why they said they did that.
What, just shooting in the air?
Just, you know what I mean? Just it could be whatever the scenario, but just somebody that shoots publicly, especially in Florida, man, where you got 10, 20 life.
Yeah, they don't care.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't even have no thought process. You know, I've seen people just pull up and, you know, number one, it's the look of what you get.
That you're a gangster,
the people look at you.
Respect.
Yeah, it's the look when you shoot. You know, people are afraid. People are running. What's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Are you crazy? Remember how Tupac said, yeah, I'm crazy. I might just be crazy enough to shoot. You know what I mean?
In Juice.
In Juice.
In Juice.
Like, that was a great example of that. You know what I mean? Of the fact that that's what,
Where you gonna shoot me in the elevator?
you know,
In front of all these people?
he's like, there is something you can't understand. That was crazy. That was a dope spot right there.
Man.
I had pulled up some things for you. This is Sukiana. She got arrested yesterday in Broward
What?
for possession and intent to sell
Sell what?
ecstasy and codeine.
Oh, man.
Terrible. You know, that's what I'm trying to
Well,
understand.
I mean, unless they have her on tape or something like that, those charges can come by amount.
Right.
Just in the packaging.
Right.
So, like, let's say if you go, like, back in the day, you go and buy 6 dime bags.
Right.
And they give you, 6 individually wrapped dime bags. And because you have, the police, especially if they want to, are going to say that it was possession with intent.
Yeah, intent to sell 'cause
So
it's
it's
in the
with
bag.
intent is what she was charged with, because with the intent, that means there wasn't a sale that was conducted, but based on the packaging and based on certain things that she may have had in her possession, they can make the argument that it's possession with intent. And that's
Is that the type of paraphernalia?
Yeah, she had
if
ecstasy
you
and
have a scale,
where
like
it was in
if
there.
you have a you have a scale in the car, or they found other
Baggies,
bags
other
that
bags.
weren't filled, and
Yeah.
then those are filled. Like
Right.
those are the different things that would be argued as far as to make it with intent. Just like you can get charged with possession of burglary tools. If they find like gloves in your car, they find like a pry, they find different things, and they're going to put that in, and it's mostly just for your bond, just the effect on your bond, because the bond for possession is a lot less than it is for possession with intent. Just like sale is more. So if you actually complete a sale, then you have a higher bond. So a lot of the things that happen with the police is just with the police. Let the police do what they do, then go get representation, and then let your lawyers come in and do what needs to be done. Like you saw the bodybuilder lady who, her and her dude coming out the gym and posing with assault rifles next to a daycare. And when they came out, they was like, man, we not like that. We didn't know there was no signs and all this other stuff and whatnot, man. But here we go, man. What happens to, the sweetest woman in the world becomes the meanest woman in the world.
Yep.
If you make it that way, and it seems like Jenny Ma, the estranged wife of Jeezy, is pulling out all the punches, bruh. She's showing, is that Jeezy with a
AR.
With an AR, and then if you swipe it, I think it shows
More guns.
her leg, saying that, she, that he was abusive, but, bruh, they seem to be in a great place, man, when we bought them the Studio 183, bruh.
Yeah, back then,
'Cause
that
I was
was-
so surprised that
Yeah.
she came,
Yeah.
that Jenny Ma came to Studio 183, y'all,
Yeah.
and was vibing.
Kicking it.
And was vibing, bruh.
Kicking
Like,
it hard.
I got me a gangster. I got me a gangster, and I'm loving it.
This is it.
Until you not.
He had guns everywhere, and then again.
Bro, I was like, I was so afraid and fearful.
I used to wake up to him putting guns to my head from nightmares.
Oh, no.
She said she like her dark meat just to play with it.
That's what she said. That's what she
Hey, some things that
Not to
people
keep,
say
not to keep,
that
but
they
just
think
to
it's
play.
just to play, but it's for real. You can't slide it, bro, because if you slide it, I think,
couldn't,
okay. Yeah, it was, then I think it was another one that I sent you that I had. She got a little bruise on her knee. This clown right here, the governor of Mississippi, bro, talking about Confederate Freedom Month or something like
Yeah,
man,
that's what.
Get out of here,
That's
bro.
what I had with Santos today. is Confederate Memorial Day, and he's celebrating it in Tallahassee. That was a story that I just had up.
Man,
Santos is celebrating it. Florida still celebrates it.
Oh man, hell for those Patriots, you know, lost their lives. You know, it didn't work out their way.
Good white men.
Oh man.
Proclamation was shared by the Facebook page of the state landmark, the Jefferson Davis Home and Presidential Library. Check out the caption here. They invite you to come celebrate with us. Celebrate with you. Celebrate the heritage of traitors who fought to preserve slavery under the fallacy of white supremacy. Hard pass. And this is not the first year this is happening in Mississippi, but you have to ask, why does it keep happening? Well, let's get perspective now from a former governor of Mississippi, Ray Mavis. He was also Secretary of the Navy under President.
Man, we don't need no expert to tell us. You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's crazy. I guess maybe we should start having like Nat Turner Day.
We should.
You know what I mean?
We
like
that.
Yeah, exactly. It's Nat Turner Day.
We should.
You know, turnaround day.
He was a great brother for us.
So we got something good that we can show. What does that say?
Reggie Bush.
Oh yeah. We could definitely show that, man. So Reggie Bush, man, got his Heisman Trophy back, man. You know, because that have been so hypocritical, bruh. It's kind of like, you know, in those progressive states like Illinois, where people who were incarcerated, convicted for marijuana are now, you know, not only are those convictions vacated, but many of them are getting licenses. You know, because that's crazy. It's like you look at what's going on now. All these folks is now becoming billionaires off stuff
that they went to jail for.
You know, that they went to jail for. So, you know, that's cool. Shout out to Ben Crump. Ben Crump had something to do with it. So whatever he had to do with it, you know, and that's, like I said, I ain't never seen Ben Crump in trial. I ain't never seen Ben Crump, you know, in the case. But I know if Ben come to town, you know what I mean? You go shake something. You go shake something, and you gotta, you know, get at for what it's worth, man. To have somebody who is a polarizing figure, but he is definitely pro-black. He is definitely pro our community, and so, you know, sometimes it takes a Ben Crump to come and highlight what you got going on. You know, it's kind of like, I think he's Al Sharpton with a law degree.
Oh, definitely.
I think that's what he is. I mean, he's Al Sharpton with a law degree.
Not as loud, but he's more effective.
Right. Yeah, because like I say, Al Sharpton with a law degree, because he's not coming with all the baggage. You know, that Tawana Brawley situation, bro. Tawana Brawley, for those of you who do not know, Tawana Brawley had accused some white people of, you know, sexually assaulting her and defecating on her, and then writing KKK on her face, and that was a, you know, Al Sharpton went heavy and hard on that, and they were constantly in the press giving news conferences, and then even she was in the not the self-destruction, but in the Public Enemy Fight the Power. She was in the Fight the Power video, you know, at the end, when they rallying at the end, like she's there. And so a lot of credibility, which is crazy because that was a time at the rise of Trump as far as coming out there doing the billboard about the Central Park 5 and wanting them to get the death penalty, and all these guys got exonerated, and, you know, he hadn't said a word, you know, since then. Them guys went, you know, some of them went to prison for long periods of time. We done? Appreciate y'all, man. Can we hear that B-Mo again, bro? You hear that Ask Mathis take us out, man?
Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of Ask Mathis. I'm your host, Reginald Mathis. And rocking with me is my brother, Wild Man Teddy T, a.k.a. Baron Theo Mound-builder.
Ask Mathis, professional practice. They sticking to me with a charge like a thorn from a cactus. DOPE, fed in first degree. Illegally search me, for this is too early.